Hello my little storm clouds and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I am going to do a tier list for game packs. I have already done kits and stuff packs, so it's time for me to do game packs. I am filming this as of the 18th of the 1st, 2024. Also, apologies if you can hear any rattling or weird sounds. My dog is chewing the toy right behind me, but she's been good, so I'm just letting her. She's right next to me, so apologies for that. I am rating these based on the build and buy items mainly, because that is what I do. I don't really do any gameplay. The worlds do come into play because there's specific worlds that I really like to build in because I like the look of them and it's the sort of style that I go into. Also, I am a modern builder mostly. I do like to build in other styles and do like other styles, but that's the one I gear towards most, so bear that in mind. If you want to purchase any of these, you have to go off what you like. Let's jump into that. So the first ever one that was released was Outdoor Retreat. Outdoor Retreat did come with a world. I believe it is a vacation world, if you didn't know there was a world, because it's a little bit hidden away. When you're selecting a world at the start, at the top left, there is an icon to the vacation world. I don't believe you can build a normal residential lot here because it is a vacation world. I don't feel like I use a lot of the items, but I do like the world. The world is very pretty, even though you are limited because it's a vacation world. So for that reason, I'm building on there right now and I really love the lot that I'm building on, but I very rarely build on it. Just because I'm building one now doesn't mean it's any good. The style of the furniture is like wood logs with like the good old like that check pattern. It's not really for me personally. I feel like it gives very Canadian vibes. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, do I put it in B or C? I'm gonna put it in C for now. That could change, who knows. The next game pack that was released was Spa Day, and Spa Day recently has had a refresh, and again this is something I don't really use Spa Day that often. I'm glad they added the refresh. Adding the nails is a nice little touch. I'm not huge with cast, but when I do create a sim to be able to do my test builds and stuff like that, I always give them nails. I always have my nails done. I say always, sometimes I look a mess, but I like to have my nails done, so it's something I like to do for my like sim self. But at the same time, the actual spa stuff I feel like I never use. Did the Zen pillow come from this? I might use the Zen pillow every now and again, but I use it not as the Zen pillow. I just use it on a bed, like I just raise it up, or on a couch. To me this is like on par with Outdoor Retreat. I very rarely use it. It's not terrible if you like this sort of thing, and some of the items are nice in here. I just don't think I use a lot of them, but I don't think it's the worst. The next pack is Dine Out, and I know Dine Out's had a lot of issues with gameplay. It is still so buggy now, things don't work. Also, I don't think the actual stuff in it is that great. I'm trying to think of specific items, and this is what I find really hard because I have a certain style that I like. I know which packs have what items with the ones that I use, but when it comes to other packs where I might just use one or two things, I don't really pay attention to what pack it is from. So for Dino, I want to put it in D, but I'm like, I might use some of the stuff, but it's just because I know it's so buggy, even I don't gameplay, it makes me want to put it in D. I'm really trying to think of an item that I might use a lot. So some of the dividers are okay, but I don't use them that often. There's a half wall trim, which I've used a couple of times, but it's not that great. I'm gonna go with D. I'm sorry, Dine Out. You need a pack refresh just like Spa did it. Then we have Vampires. Vampires is not my style whatsoever, but I really like that style. It's just not what I go for personally, but the items are beautiful. And I do, again, like I said, I'm not a game player, but I do know the gameplay is pretty good with Vampires compared to other Occult packs. So it's making me want to put it in B, because I'm like, I do use some of the items when I'm doing a specific style, which I do rarely, but sometimes I do, and when I do, I really like those items. Just did a goth cat tree and I used Vampires for most of that. I'm gonna go with B, because I do love Occult pack, and I honestly really want fairies. I love things like that, anything that's Occult, witchy, fairies, the werewolves, love anything like that. Even though I don't gameplay it, theming a build around that I really love doing sometimes. The Parenthood pack, I can't think of what is in this pack. I feel like there's some counters which I used to use a lot before I had some of the other packs, because they had nice colour options. I feel like there's like a nice green option, like a light green, but I don't quite like the style. I feel like it's from this pack. I could be totally wrong, but I never use it. Not anymore anyway. Is Parenthood C? No, I don't even think it's C for me. I don't know what the gameplay is like at all with this pack. I swear that every time I film, my dog likes to press the doorbell. If you're wondering why is your dog pressing the doorbell, we have a doggy doorbell, so she goes to the toilet. I'm going to go ahead and put it in D. Like I said, I just can't even think of what build items are in there, which I might use. I really can't think of any. Next up, we have a Jungle Adventure. I quite like a Jungle Adventure. It does come with a new world. I think is it Salvadorada? I feel like it's called Salvadorada. And I like a lot of the debug items, especially the plants, like the vines and stuff are absolutely beautiful. I use those plants more than most, but the normal game items, I feel like I'd only use a handful of them, but it's still better than like Outdoor Retreat and Spa Day. Is it on board with Vampires might have to move up to A and this goes in B, because I'm like, I don't think it's Vampires level, but I don't think it's Outdoor Retreat level, so it's got to go in between. So I'm going to move Vampires up to A, and Jungle Adventures, you are going to go in B. The next pack that was released was Strangerville. Strangerville just wasn't for me personally. I don't really like the world that much. A lot of the items just aren't my style whatsoever, so for that reason I think I'm gonna have to put it in D. It is just not for me at all. There is quite a bit of gameplay with this. There is like a storyline to go off, which I think is pretty cool, but because I don't do gameplay, for me it's D. And then yeah, let's just not even talk about that one. No, I'm kidding. Journey to Batu. I do use a couple of the items, very rarely. I like one of the wallpapers that looks like a rundown concrete sort of look. There's only like 4 swatches and they're almost identical, which annoys me. I'm like, I wish there was like a lighter version. And some of the other things that I might use is some of like the cables that hang down and stuff from Debug when I'm doing a very specific style of build. It's very rare that I use them, and a lot of the other items just suck. I do not like Journey to Batu. Realm of Magic. I had such high expectations of Realm of Magic. I remember, I think it was The Sims 1 where it was making magic. That was my favourite expansion pack. I loved making magic so much, and it included so much. It was just, yes, everything, loved it. I can't really remember much of it now. It's like a nostalgic thing because I played it when I was a kid, but I wish I could go back and play it, but I don't know if there's a way to get Sims 1 anymore. So yeah, Realm of Magic, I was quite disappointed with. I didn't quite like the items that much. They just went for me. I feel like the paranormal pack where I'm like, we got Bonehilda was better. And that was a stuff pack. And the Realm of Magic, there is like 2 worlds to it. You have your normal world and then there's the magic realm. And you can't really do much in the magic realm. I can't even think. I don't think you can build in the magic realm. Because I feel like if I could build in the magic realm, I would have. Because I love sort of witchy things. I've got a couple of witchy style builds on my channel. The furniture just wasn't it for me. It wasn't quite what I wanted. Is it? I do use some of the things from it. I love using the books from it because I think they look really cool and they're colourful, and the familiar orb globe things, I really like using them as well. So I might put it on C because I don't think it's quite D. Yeah, I'm gonna go with C. The world is very pretty, but there's a very limited amount of lots, and like I said, when you go to the magic realm, I don't think you can build in it. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna kick myself in the head. And then we have Dream Home Decorator. If you've watched any of my builds, you will know I use this pack the most when it comes to game packs. I use it all the time. I love the kitchen counters, the kitchen cabinets. I like all the modular items, the couch that we have. It's got a sectional couch, which really they should do a base game sectional couch. Like, that should be a thing. So for me, Dream Home Decorator, because it's more modern style. I know apparently the gameplay is not great. It's a little bit glitchy and it's still got issues, but because I don't do the gameplay part of it and it's just for build and buy items, for me it is S tier. If you like modern style and you don't have this pack, I really do recommend it if you're more of a builder. And then we have My Wedding Stories. I feel like this is also going to be a D. I feel like I'm ranking a lot of these game packs very, very low. I don't know if because I have high expectations because they're like the next one down from expansion packs, but I feel like some of the stuff packs are better than these ones, even though these come with worlds. And don't get me wrong, I love Tartosa, which is the world that comes with My Wedding Stories. It is the one that you usually see me building when I do all of my shorts. I am normally doing them in Tartosa because the lighting is really good and the background looks so nice. So if you're wondering what world I'm normally building in, it is Tartosa. I feel like that is the only good thing about this pack. I don't like the build items. I very rarely build wedding themed things. I've done one wedding venue, and it was a botanical garden when the Greenhouse Haven kit came out, so it was focused on that, and there was just like a wedding section, and I used a couple of the items, but other than that, everything from it, if you don't do wedding stuff, is not really usable because it is obviously very wedding themed. Makes sense because it is my wedding stories. For me, the only thing I like is the world, and I'm like, I don't feel like I can put it in D because of how often I use the world. Like I said, it's in so many of my videos. Most of my long form is in that world, unless I'm doing a specific style of build that doesn't fit in that world. So I think I'm gonna have to put it in C. Werewolves. I really love this pack. I love the world. I love how run down everything is. I don't really use rundown stuff that often, but I really do like the things that are in here. My favourite thing is the little moonlight. Love it so much. I'm like, I don't think it's quite on par with vampires. Is it? No, it's not quite on par for vampires for me. It's really good if you like that style. Vampires, I lean towards a little bit more because I prefer that style over the style that's in werewolves. So I think I might put it on par with Jungle Adventure. Yes. I think that's where I'm going with that. Some of these were really hard for me to place because I have so many issues with some of them. I feel like I've been harsh on Realm of Magic though, because I'm like, Realm of Magic is better than my wedding stories, but it's not quite werewolves. I feel like I need like an in-between one because I do like Realm of Magic, but then I don't like Realm of Magic. I don't know. Game packs so far have been the hardest for me to rank. I found kits really easy to do and stuff packs were really easy too. Maybe only 1 or 2 I struggled a little bit with. But yeah, game packs were really difficult. As you can see here, I rated quite a lot of them quite low. Like I said, I don't know if it's just because I had high expectations because these are not the most expensive, but like the tier down when it comes to the price. But I think that is my final verdict. I would love to know how you would change this because I love to know other people's opinions. I'm not going to be offended if you would like put Dream Home Decorator at the bottom. Everybody has their own opinion with things and I like to know what other people think. So please let me know down below. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!